Checking back in with the UWM baseball team, we are here with senior Greg Blohowiak. Greg, one of the seniors on the team this year. Let's step back in time a little bit. Tell us a bit about how you actually ended up on the roster here at Milwaukee, and a little bit about your career, how it started.
Well, it's a pretty interesting story, if I say so myself. I wasn't recruited to go really anywhere, so I decided to take my talents to Milwaukee in the classroom. I saw that we had walk-on tryouts, so I contacted Corey Bigler about it my freshman year, and I came out, tried to be an outfielder because I thought that I had no chance of being a pitcher. They pretty much had their roster set probably, so I thought I'd try to flash my big arm from the outfield. That didn't work out very well for me my freshman year. I didn't get any callbacks about any tryouts, so I went about my business my freshman year, went to school. My following year, I had a pretty good summer on the diamond for my Legion team, so I decided maybe I'd try out again, this time as a pitcher. So I came to tryouts again. They looked at me like, not this kid again, not this guy. But lo and behold, I tried out as a pitcher. I got on the bullpen mound at the Hank and blew up the radar gun. And ever since then, it's been a dream come true, if I say so. That's it.
So freshman year, I don't remember the exact numbers, but got a few chances here and there. But sophomore, junior, senior, you've pretty much been among the league leaders in appearances, every season. How has your career developed, and how have you been such a useful piece of the bullpen?
Well, my freshman year I had about 6 appearances. Didn't do very well. Couldn't really throw a strike from my arm ankle that I was at. So they decided that they would drop me down to sidearm, which has helped a lot in having them use me however they want, whereas back end of the bullpen, mid-relief, I'm very flexible. I told them that I want to be as moldable, like you can mold me into anything that you need me to be, following my drop-down venture, you could say. Sophomore year, I did fairly well in my first year doing it. Junior year, more of the same, and then this year, it's, I guess, more of the same as well. It's just me giving myself up to them, having them use me wherever they can to help support the team. And so far it's worked out, I guess.
As a senior, you've probably appeared in over 75 games now. Probably have some games that stick out as favorites. Why don't you share a couple of those with me real quick?
A couple of games that are my favorites. This is kind of a weird one, but in the conference tournament 2010, we went to the regional. I came into a game against Valparaiso. Kyle Schmidt was pitching. I came in relief, and I came into a 1-2 count. The batter that day was just fouling pitches off from Schmidt, so Scotty brought me in because he wanted to give him a different look. First pitch, fastball outside. He hit a missile to our right fielder, Nino Guerrero, made a good play on it. For some reason, that at-bat or that game just sticks with me as something memorable. It wasn't very successful, I guess, but other memorable games for me, I guess, in the regional against ASU, I had an inning. That's pretty fun to pitch in front of all those people. And then I guess my first collegiate win was against Valparaiso. I pitched 4 innings my sophomore year, and we were into the 10th inning, and it was going to be my last inning, and I was done. And Tim Patzman picked me up, hit a game-winning walk-off home run to give me my first collegiate win, which is pretty memorable. Other than that, they kind of just mold together. You just go out there, do your job, and come out, I guess. So.
Fast forward to 2012, we've had an up and down roller coaster year. Obviously, given the results, we feel like we're capable of beating any team in the league, and also of getting beat by any team in the league. So, with the Horizon League tournament coming up next week, where are your guys' minds as far as taking on trying to get back to that NCAA tournament?
I'd say we're pretty comfortable at this point. If you asked me the same question earlier in the year, I'd say we're confused a little bit as our identity as a team. At times we would pitch well, play defense well, and then the bats weren't going. Other times the bats were going and we wouldn't pitch very well. The last few weekends, have been pretty solid baseball, if you ask me. I've been around for a while, and I see what it takes sometimes to really get to the next level. And once we get to a tournament setting, everything is ramped up. So I think the way that we're going about it right now is pretty much close to where we need to be once we get into next Wednesday in the tournament. But this weekend is going to be big, and continuing to stay hungry and keep the momentum up. Our bats have been outstanding the last few weekends, and our pitching is once again finding that grit and that chip on our shoulder that we had earlier in the year to shut games down when we need to and give our hitters a chance to give us runs to win a game.
Excellent. Now, you have been blogging for the UWM website for the past 3 years, and you're a big Twitter guy too. So, social media, what's your take on that, and where do you see your use of that?
First off, I want to apologize for our lack of blogging, and the last couple of years it's kind of decreased towards the end of the year. You get in a grind, it's tough, and I apologize to you because you have to give me a nip in the butt at times to get me going. But I do promise there will be another blog before the conference tournament. I don't have any finals. I'm going to just rock it out, have fun. But social media, my take on that is it's a great tool for networking, great tool for marketing yourself. Sometimes it can get you in trouble if you free think a little too much, but at the same time, it's a positive thing. I actually was the one who started the Facebook page for the baseball team and the Twitter account, which has been fairly successful in gaining followers and likes on Facebook. And I'd like to pass that on to other people just to continue down the road to build our following, hopefully in the future. But yeah, social media is a great thing for us to use, a great tool to get our name out there, and everyone should follow UWM_baseball on Twitter.
That concludes our interview today, Greg. Thanks for your time, and good luck the rest of the season. Any questions for me?
Actually, I do have some questions I would like to ask, so if we can switch spots, that'd be great.
I don't see why not.
Go. Perfect. Okay. Catching up with the sports information director here at UWM, this is Chris Zills.